If you own a business, you're already an entrepreneur to some extent. But most business owners I meet don't call themselves entrepreneur. But I'm going to suggest to you that the more of an entrepreneur mindset you have, the more successful your business will be. But wait, I hear you say, isn't an entrepreneur a high-flying, hard-living, egotistical risk taker? Well, a very few are, and they give the word a bad name. Because most people look at them and think, I'm not one of those. But in thinking that, they might be throwing away the really valuable thinking of an entrepreneur. So why don't you think about the extent to which you are an entrepreneur now, and whether taking on more of an entrepreneur's mindset will help you. Let me describe to you the mindset of a real entrepreneur to see what you can take back to your business. An entrepreneur is very clear about who he wants as customers. He invests time in finding out as much as possible about who they are, their hopes and dreams, their fears and worries. He takes every opportunity to get into both the heads and hearts of his customers, to really understand them so he can help them achieve what they want. An entrepreneur never thinks that the customer is wrong. If they find themselves thinking that, they realize that it's not the customer who is wrong, but it's their own understanding of the customer which is wrong, or their ability to educate and influence which is not working. An entrepreneur is building a business to make a profit. She's not afraid of profit. In fact, it's fundamental to being in business. That profit is either a dividend on top of a salary, or it comes through building a valuable business she can sell one day. In other words, equity, or both. An entrepreneur doesn't make the mistake of falling in love with doing what the business does. She will love what the business does, but not the doing of it. For example, if the business does photography and the business owner loves making great photographs, the danger is that they spend all their time and energy on working their art, but neglecting the more important job of being the entrepreneur. An entrepreneur knows that everything starts with a sale. They embrace the art of sales. They think of selling as sharing their passion and delighting people, solving people's problems, delivering great value, and charging accordingly. Doing good business. An entrepreneur never thinks that marketing is someone else's responsibility. Marketing, particularly the first half, positioning, as some people call it, is central to the entrepreneur. She knows it is the core of her business. Therefore, he does his marketing research first. He builds the minimum viable product and tests his market with it, then pivots and tweaks until he has the right product and positioning. He doesn't bet the farm on his first idea. Entrepreneurs know their numbers. That doesn't mean to say they love accounting. They delegate that, but they are comfortable with numbers and they know just how to measure the performance of their business and watch it very, very closely. An entrepreneur knows that his business can only go as fast as he can. So the best investment he can make is in his own development. A great entrepreneur knows that you can't do it alone. Leadership is key to growth, and she learns as much as she can and regularly reflects on her own leadership growth journey. Now, when we talk about Wolfpack helping members develop their business mindsets, this is exactly what we mean. If you want a growing business, the entrepreneur mindset is essential. Do you know anyone who might benefit from this insight? If so, please share it with them and help a fellow business owner. Cheers for now.